Hello everybody and welcome to another new episode playthrough of Manor Lords, and this is going to be taking place after the massive update that just came out, which if you haven't seen it already, please check it out on Steam. Absolutely ridiculous how many new additions there are, but the biggest thing that I was looking forward to that they finally fixed, and I am very excited to try out, is just how the AI works. When we last played in the older days, I say older days, a few months ago, the AI was there. They were building, but when they would get attacked, they wouldn't really do much else other than rebuild either to tier 1 or they wouldn't rebuild at all. So it was always a big pain in the butt. And so in this new update, apart with so much more that they've actually fixed, they have also updated what they're going to be doing with... Yes, I get it. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. They've also updated what they've done with AI and how they react, how they build, and so on and so forth. So I'm very, very excited to see just how that all plays out and what they look like in terms of difficulty. So we have it setting on challenging, very challenging as it gets. So we'll see what's going on. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on all these AI opponents. We are playing basically the conquest, conquer all your opponents, and that's how it's going so far. Start of the land for us right now, we do have an excess of salt, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is a pretty good resource to trade. So I think we're going to be making a good amount of money on that. And then we have basic stone, some fish, good source of food close by, and some clay. Nothing really to write home about, but directly south of us, this is what we're going to be conquering, because not only do we have stone, which we're going to be able to get those upgraded stone blocks that we can upgrade our castle with, but there's also a massive iron ore deposit. So this is like, I mean, this is the best portion to go right here. I can't think of anywhere else that I really need to go. Down here, I guess, if we want some eel, but I'm not very much interested in that. This is going to be what we're conquering first, and it gives us a very good stronghold right here with this massive mountain backing. We can put our castle somewhere around here, our manor. I mean, look at that. That is a very good defensive position. So that's what we're going to be striving for. Right now, we're just going to go through the basics, get the granary and storehouse under construction, get it built, and we'll get a little miniature settlement going here, and then we will return shortly. We'll be right back, all right? Alrighty, we are back, and I feel like this is a good little area to kind of show you the progress so far with our small little quaint village. So, basic outline. But we have the burgage plots necessary to house our people and get them off the mud so they're not getting dirty, cold, and wet and unhappy. Currently, though, we are struggling with our approval rating only because we are missing market goods, so we're trying to obviously supply more food resources for them, but we are limited in our space over here. We have our cod and not much else. Berries way over here. I guess I could go send somebody off and have them travel that far, but seems kind of pointless at this point. Not to mention we are in July, which actually that makes perfect timing to go over there. We might actually have to do that. Send somebody off for a very long journey to go get these berries and then come back. We do have our mining pit up for our salt, so we'll get that going as soon as we start getting people rocking and rolling. Not too concerned about that yet. And then we have finally our wooden church going up to boost approval rating. Oh, there we go. It just jumped up to 50%, so that's actually pretty good. Once we can get this church up, I think we might be able to get over the 55% mark, which is what we need for basic approval rating, and then people will start moving in as long as it's 55 or over, or just over 55, maybe 56. I don't know. But overall, beautiful little area that we're in. Very scenic. That is one thing I have always said anytime I start a new series on Manor Lords, is just how beautiful the scenery is here. We are in a pretty good actual area for farming. Emmer is very high for this area, especially rye as well. So we might be able to do both Emmer and rye. Yeah, rye is actually really cooking, but Emmer would be another good one. So we could do some farm fields out here, up and around the lake, as well as our mining pit. Barley isn't too bad right here. Much better on this side, so we might focus on our barley over on this area, and this is all not so good for barley, but we're actually in a pretty good farming area, so I don't foresee us having a problem once we get the work off the ground here. It's going to work out beautifully. And then once we can finally take over this spot, this will be our main hub for and it's also a corner area, which I love, the wild land. We'll be able to start farming iron or mining, excuse me. I wish we'd farm iron, that'd be great, as well as mining stone. So this will be our main hub for our military doctrines and getting our troops pushed and armed. This will be very good for supplying food, which is bordering us, so trade is going to be very quick on that, and then we can expand outward. Really quick, let's just go have a look on the AI side of things. They are coming along quite nicely. They have already got their farms up, which we do need to get a farm going, actually. I think that's where I messed up right here. I didn't start a farm, which I usually do. We might have to kick one of those burgage plots down, actually. Kick a family out and then have them go to the farm. But all the AI units are looking pretty standard. This is about what I remember them looking like through the last playthrough. I am eager to see if they are going to expand and build an army. Based on a few YouTube videos that I have seen from other YouTubers that are playing this, they do, so I'm not going to get worried right now. As soon as I suddenly realized that we were lacking in farming ground, which is on my fault, I made burgage plots that were set up for artisans. Foolish of me to start that. We have quickly transitioned, so we're going to have a relatively big burgage plot here for farming. We'll probably plant whatever sounds good. And then, oh, you know what? Actually, they've changed it, haven't they? Where you can't just build carrots or lettuce or cabbage. You actually have to work up to that, if I remember correctly. So we'll see what's available, and we'll get that built. But we'll have 2 burgage plots for farming, one right here and one just below it. As soon as these supplies are moved out of the way, we only move the church just above here, so it's not going to be too much of a detriment. We'll start over. That's okay. We still have okay approval rating. Drop down to 35 after the destruction of this. So as soon as this is built, we'll kick one of the families out of here and move them on over to this burgage plot, which will be splendid. So that is the village of Croomlate. We'll have to change that as it stands right now, but we will be back as soon as a little bit more expansiveness comes on, and hopefully our first little bandit raid. Yes, look at the beauty of it. We have our plots ready to rock and roll. Everybody is working together. I did make this one a little bigger than I guess I should have, because I cannot afford to actually plant seeds for any carrots or cabbages. Cabbages preferably, because they yield a high yield. So I had to make a smaller one, which was just below it, which still worked out. And we went with the cheaper of the vegetables, which was beetroot. So they are starting to work on those, which is okay. We still have 22 for regional wealth, but now it's going to be time to... And our lovely little church is completed, if you haven't noticed. It is deplorable. Look at it. Falling apart, but we'll make it look pretty here pretty soon. Overall, though, the town itself is nice. It's nice. It's quaint. We have our marketplace in there, so everybody's very close to the marketplace. We have our mine. Now it's going to be time, slowly, to start mining up and getting a manor down. So we'll mine the salts, work on trade, and start trading out the salt so we can build our regional wealth. But we do need a manor first, so we'll start working on that. I have no idea where I'm going to put it here. It's just going to be something very small and simple. Probably right next to the church, honestly. It's in a pretty defendable position. I'm not sure if we can just walk across this little lake right here, or river, excuse me. I'm pretty sure you probably can, but it'll probably just go right here, and we'll work on it. Overall, this town of Krume is coming together quite nicely. Alrighty, we are back, and it's looking pretty good. So we have our trading post up. We have plenty of salt that's being produced, and it's a good trade. It's going to bring us in 5 per salt, and that's going to really boost our regional wealth. The problem we have is that the trade for salt is 50, I believe. Oh, no, it's not that one. Construction goods, yes. Crafting goods, there we go. Salt is, yes, it's 50, because we have to establish a trade route in order to trade it. We cannot have someone just walk it around, so that's the downside. So, as we built the manor, and we need to get our people rocking and rolling. We have finally upgraded our settlement, so we can go into a small village. Let's go ahead and see what we should be focusing on in this region. I gotta be honest with you, none of these are really working to our benefit. I guess if we had to choose, we'd probably go with a Woodwright Journeyman, because we are heavy in woodland, and it seems like that's the best it has. Other than that, everything else, we'll certainly have to do Smiths of Passau once we get the other land that we take over. But for this general area, I gotta tell you, none of these are really working out, so we might have to go with the Woodwright Journeyman. The downside to the Woodwright Journeyman is it does decrease mining labor speed 20%, which is a shame, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not too worried about it as long as we're getting a constant flow of cash. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock this. This is the one. Is anything else? They haven't upgraded any of these yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, woodland. We have 58% for woodland, so that's gonna be our best right there. Create some bitchin' bowmen and start working on that. We are low on fuel, or food, excuse me. So 0. We need to get over here and start fishing away so our guys aren't dying on us. That is the downside to this. I think we're gonna also try and kick in and start going after these berries once they grow, and we finally can. It's a long journey, but kind of a must at this point. So something I've realized, which I read, but I don't remember if it was checked or not. Generally, when you play the game, after you build 5 burgage plots and a storehouse, you are given 20 spears, 20 shields. That kind of kickstarts your militia, and then it prepares you, at least it's prepared me ever since I played this game, for the first raider attack, which down here we have 336 days left. I'm pretty sure that when I checked the challenging difficulty, it takes that away. I'm sure you could turn it back on, but it took it away. So we have the burgage plots desired, but we never actually got the... Yeah, we never actually got any of the spears or shields, which I didn't pay attention to. So that was my fallback plan, because you're always ready for raiders when they come, because you can just knock them back with the 20 spearmen, some bowmen, and then your retinue that you have for the manor. That is not the case for me, so now we are really pushing. I had to build the forge hut way out here finally to get the berries that are coming in to finally allow us to upgrade the burgage plot to level 2, which then will allow me to make some bows, because we don't have any iron to make spears or anything. Get the bows, push back the raiders that are going to be here in a little under a year now, and then be able to attack the local brigands and outlaws that are at the area just below us here. And I'm sure there's a few others. Yeah, there's one right here as well. So, and one over here. So we have some good amounts of areas that we can go to actually start getting money and building up this retinue. It looks as though the AI is kind of expanding a lot better as well, which is nice. But that is where we're at. We're at that kind of a little bit of a predicament right now, trying to build up our population, trying to build up the amount that we can, all within 334 days. So that's kind of an update for you guys, and that's where we're gonna go. We're still gonna continue to mine all this. You can see how I see what it is. They just swing a lot slower. We're still continuing to mine salt. Keep that going. We have 2 forms of food coming in now, thankfully. 108 salt ready to be traded. My gosh, that is going to be golden. Let's go ahead and take one of these guys out and start working on building more burgage plots and trying to expand upon everything. Alright, so we are roughly a year into this now. 14 days left until the bandits finally attack, and they're still stealing our bloody resources. Those bastards. We have managed to turn everything around now. It's looking great. So far, you can see our town is expanding. It looks great. It's a little snowy right now, so you can't tell, but it looks glorious. We have 2 of our fields right here. They're going to be growing emmer, so they're taken care of. We have our trading post, which we now finally have the ability to trade. What are we doing? We are training. I realized that we could just do planks and walk those in. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out, but we got the planks and we started sending them out, getting 1 per plank, which allowed us to finally build up and get the crafting material and the desired coinage need to establish a trade route with our salt. So now we are pretty much, I mean, there's no need for the salt right now. So I'm just sending it all out. I have 100 desired surplus to send out, keep the money rolling in, and then for imports, we are bringing in tools so that we can keep up with the maintenance of anything that needs those. So that will be a big buy, because those are 13 apiece. In terms of our army, we do have 34 of 36 archers ready to rock and roll with our retinue of 5. We still have to wait for our treasury to get up, and that's going to change once we start taking out these bandit camps. but I want to see where the raiders are going to go. They have 10 days left, but last time they went to the towns, which brings me to my next topic, which I am worried about. AI is building the towns pretty big. I mean, they're doing a good job. But my worry, and please comment down below and help me if you have seen this, they're only building level 1 burgage plots. So everywhere I look, they only have level 1 burgage plots instead of level 2. So, if you've seen them build level 2, please let me know, because I haven't, I guess I didn't even check that in other YouTube videos. But any of these towns that I go to, all of their burgage plots are level 1. So they're expanding, but they aren't upgrading. They aren't trying to expand in terms of their tech tree and get better weaponry and so on, and expand and advance, which is worrisome. So I don't know if that's just something that the developers are going to have to take note of, and they're going to work on that. But yeah, none of these towns have higher than a level 1 burgage plot. So that to me is very worrisome. So have they only been able to go to level 1, and that's all we're going to see? To be determined. But please inform me, comment down below, let me know what the deal is. Should I worry or should I not? Alright, we are a day away from the raiders entering. There we go. Band of raiders was seen. Where are they coming from? We should be able to see them. A band of raiders was seen near the Kroom, but I don't see them. It says it's right here, but I don't know that I believe you. I'd like to see where they're coming at so we can prepare. There they are. They are ready, but they're only staying behind the actual border here. They're not coming in, so that's okay with me. They're only going to sit there. Enemy unit has been spotted. Oh, hello. There we go. Now they've actually been spotted. All right. Call to arms. Rally men. Oh yes, we have it. We have it. Everybody gather your belongings. The enemy is very close. 18. Ready to hunt down and put anything away. There we go. You guys are just gonna have to be here. So basically it's our main retinue, and then all of our peasants that are gonna be helping out with the archers stuff here. So you right here, retinue right in front, please. Right in front. Get ready for this. They are coming. There's only 18 of them, so I'm not overly... Oh, hello. There's 2 bands of 18. I might have misspoken. Alright, well, nonetheless, prepare to battle. Had I known it was 2 bands, I would have requested the... Oh, I probably wouldn't even have been able to afford that, actually, so... We're gonna have to make do with what we've got. Stand your ground, men. Stand your ground. There's a 35. If we have any more. We only have 1 more. Okay, that's fine. We have this. Archers are launching away. Good work. Keep those going, men. We need all of these guys knocked out as much as possible. We can try and work around too. We have another band of 18 coming. Retinue, prepare. Get in there. Fight. Mess them up. Get those archers going. Come on. Keep on firing. Yes, good job, men. 14. Keep working it. Retinue down to 4. Not good. Get in here. Retinue down to 3. Yes. There we go. 1's running. Come on. You guys get over here. I want you guys to go hand to hand, for God's sakes. I don't think they will. We're just gonna have to work like this. Get in there. Use your spears. I believe. We've got this, men. Don't give up. Yes. Move in. Hand to hand if you have to. Hit him with your bow. Yes, there we go. I see the hammers are coming out. Everything. We've got this. We have got this in the bag. Another 5-4 coming through. We lost some citizens, but that is okay. That is sometimes what happens. Especially when we didn't have the ability to actually attack anything with arms. Alright, there we go. Nice. Is that everybody? It is official. We have won the battle. Nobody else coming? Perfect. Okay. So, 21 of the 35, we lost a significant number of men. Our retinue still survives. Let's go ahead and disband everybody. Good work, get back to work. This is going to hurt us because we lost a lot of citizens. But at least we've taken care of the main problem, which was that first initial attack. So now we can start focusing on trade. We can start focusing on building up an army with spears, importing maybe some coal, now that we're going to have a good portion of salt going out, and kind of recoup. Next on the list is going to be definitely taking out the bandit camp. So Brigand Camp, and Brigand Camp will be knocking out those 3 to gain our treasury. It'll probably all go to the treasury because we make so much money with the salt. And then eventually get the next thing going, which is the Wild Wand. Take over that and see what happens with AI, so we can start taking them over. Overall, though, I gotta say, not too bad. We are coming along nicely with the village of Crume. It's just gonna be a little while to get it built up, but we're slowly getting it. Running out of food, not for long, because now we're gonna be able to fish and get berries, which I'm sure are ready to be populated. Yep, there we go. One family over there. But it's all coming together nicely. I think that's going to do it for the first episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have enjoyed it, please comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. Likewise, smash the likes up button so this can get out to many more so they can see it. And please also comment down below. Help me out with the AI. Have you seen them expand into Burgage plots level 2s and 3s? Or are they pretty much permanently stuck on level 1 and not advancing yet? Which I'm sure the developers will fix as time goes on. And lastly, if you want to follow this little journey of ours in Manor Lords, please consider subscribing. Until the next video, I hope you all have an incredible day. Take it easy, okay?